The Great Ocean Road is an absolute must-do when you're in Melbourne. So I decided to go on a day trip or a day tour with Autopia, and this was my experience of the tour. I'm not sure if I picked the right day to do the Great Ocean Road, but I booked it nonetheless, and I've had no sleep somehow. Don't know what was wrong with me, but also someone was snoring, so that wasn't ideal. So yeah, I'm just not getting picked up from my hostel, so I've got to go to the Immigration Museum, get picked up there, and then I guess we'll be on that bus all day, because I don't think you do any swims or anything like you do when you're in Queensland, or yeah, so I think it's very much just take pictures all day of some nice things and see some wonders of the trip, see some natural landscapes that are really pretty. So yeah, I booked this because I initially wanted to do it with people that I know and drive our own car, but I thought I don't know when people are going to be coming to Melbourne and I don't want to miss it and not see the Great Ocean Road, so I'm just going to do it today. Our first stop on the tour was a chocolate factory. I got myself the biggest croissant in the world that I ate for breakfast, and then on the way home I finished it, and that was my dinner as well. This was perfect for my mood because I was obviously needing that energy, so that sugar stop was definitely needed given that I'd had not much sleep. And it was an interesting way to start the tour because I don't think a lot of people actually stop at the chocolate factory, and I am a big chocolate lover, so would highly recommend stopping off here because you also get a little free taster of some of the chocolate as well if you are on a little bit of a budget. Ooh, you also get to see them make the chocolate. What a cool job. Got back on the road after the chocolaterie, if I'm pronouncing that right, and passed through some really cute towns like Torquay where you can go surfing, and then we got to the famous Airbnb, which is apparently $450 a night or something, and it's built on one big stilt with ocean views, of course, so that was pretty unique to see that, which is right near the Great Ocean Road sign. And when you're on the Great Ocean Road sign, a lot of people get out and have a picture, but I wouldn't miss down the side you can walk through and see one of the most pretty beaches on the Great Ocean Road. It's just stunning, especially on a sunny day like this. Another town you have to pass through was Lorne. We didn't get to stop here, unfortunately, and that was one downside of doing the day tour, is you didn't really get out and have much time to look around the towns, but it definitely gave me a taste to come back for more. So I do have another vlog coming out in a couple of weeks or months, showing you in more detail a overnight trip that I did to the Great Ocean Road. So make sure you subscribe, and I will take you on a really fun trip that me and the girls did through our night at Apollo Bay and our little stop off in Lorne. So that's an exciting new vlog to come that I need to edit, so please bear with. I'm trying to smash through editing these, but at the moment working quite a full schedule, so trying to get these vlogs out for y'all. So on the way to Otway National Park, you drive through beautiful countryside places with loads of trees and really pretty scenic views, which is really interesting because you've got the really nice seaside part of the Great Ocean Road, and then not too far away you've got this countryside and then a rainforest or Melba Gully. So we stopped off here on this trip and had a little walk through the rainforest. It wasn't a guided walk, we were just given about half an hour to do the walk through the rainforest, and then I realised there was a Welsh girl on my tour that I hadn't spotted before because I was so tired. But from here, we started hanging out, and I was with another girl as well called Lotte from the Netherlands. And we had a nice little time bonding as backpackers. And another thing I would say is on this tour, there were only about 3 of us backpackers. Whereas, yeah, there was quite a lot of like families and things like that, so that's just something to bear in mind if you are going to do one of the tours. They're not backpacker heavy because they go from Melbourne, I guess, and unlike the tours on the East Coast, they are full of like lots of different age ranges. But yeah, it was still really cool to see this rainforest and get out in nature. Then we got to the major stop of the day, something we'd all been waiting for. We finally reached the highlight of the tour, starting with Razorback. So you stop off near the 12 Apostles before you get there, and there's this insane looking, amazing coastal feature. You can just watch the waves crash against the Razorback and just take in how far you can see. And yeah, I just loved this part of the trip, probably my favourite bit. And then we got to Loch Ard Gorge, and I was like, wow, that is stunning. I don't know what it is about Loch Ard Gorge, but it's like the colour of the water, the fact that you can see 2 big like mountain type rocks, and then the sea just coming through, and like, it's gorgeous. As you can see, it is very busy at this time of day, and there is a reverse tour that Autopia run, and I tried to get onto that tour actually, but they called me the day before and said that it was cancelled and they were going to put me on the tour that goes the same way as all the other tours. So the reverse tour will take you backwards, and that helps you to avoid all the crowds. But yeah, kind of like, unfortunately the only good shots I was able to get were ones where I was really close to the water because there were so many tourists like myself just enjoying Loch Ard Gorge on this gorgeous day. Final stop of the day, because saving the best for last and all, was the 12 Apostles, and on our way there we spotted something on the pathway.
Let it
Snake.
Let it go.
Snake alert. Oh my god. Don't know what type of snake that is, to be honest. Any of my watchers know? Watchers? The Watcher? That was a good programme. I'm just literally chatting tripe here. Trying to make this interesting. But yeah, then a little walk through that pathway, avoiding the snakes, letting them do their thing, letting them wriggle, and you get to this 12 Apostles, although I think there are only like 5 left. And it's a road in, so one of the really cool things about this part of the Great Ocean Road and 12 Apostles is the number of apostles is decreasing with each year that passes. And it was just, we're stood there admiring them now. In I don't know how many years, they're not going to be there anymore, so it was really cool to actually see that before it disappears. It was a lot of driving for a day trip, especially when we didn't have that many stops. I mean, we had a lunch break, but I would say definitely, if you're deciding whether to do a day trip or whether to spend the time overnight, whether you get a camper van or stay in one of the hostels, definitely get a car and do it that way. However, if you do have to do a day trip and you get a sunny day, don't miss the Great Ocean Road. Hey there! So I wasn't able to do any narration today because I was so tired, and yeah, we were constantly close together, and I met two girls who I just didn't want to vlog in front of. So do a little recap of the day. So I might just switch from my last clip this morning to now, and then just play some clips of the Great Ocean Road. So it was a really good day. Like, we basically just drove the whole Great Ocean Road, and the main parts of it were Loch Ard Gorge, which was gorgeous, and 12 Apostles. Those were the highlights. We went through some really nice towns. We went through Lorne and another town, like Apollo Bay, and it would have been really nice to spend more time there, and Port Campbell as well, but we didn't have time. So the only thing about the tour was we got some nice pictures, which is what I wanted. I wanted to like actually see the Great Ocean Road before I maybe don't come back here for a few months. I don't know what my plans are, but I just wanted to see it, and success. But it would be nice to go back. I said to Dave, maybe we should go back for like Valentine's Day or weekend and stay in, like, do it over a few days so we can take our time. And I looked at like Airbnbs as well, and it was quite reasonable considering the price of hostels. I think I found an apartment on there for £68 a night, which is similar to hostels if we both split it. So yeah, I don't know. I know Charlie wants to go back and do the Great Ocean Road, and like Jamie and that haven't done it either. So my camera's about to die, oh no. I better put it on charge. I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but I'm really tired after that trip, so I'll make a little montage for you, as I usually do, of what we saw today.